It was a perfectly normal, beautiful Friday in June 2006. We were going about our routine, checking off to-do items, and looking forward to the weekend. One of those items was a checkup at the doctor's office. I was 30 weeks along in my second pregnancy. Despite an early scare when I thought I miscarried, and even though I was an older mom at 39, everything was going just fine. Or so we thought. You see, during that very routine checkup, our journey took a very different direction. It took longer than normal to find our baby's heartbeat. Those were some of the longest few seconds of our lives. When we finally did hear the heartbeat, we all knew something was wrong. That beautiful, normal Friday suddenly turned into a dark and scary day. Instead of going about our routine, we wound up in two doctors' offices, a maternal fetal specialist and a pediatric cardiologist. By the end of that Friday afternoon, we had heard what every parent fears. Something is wrong with our child. We learned that our baby had complete atrioventricular canal defect and stenosis of the aorta. Life-saving open heart surgery would be necessary. But that wasn't all. We also learned that day that these heart defects are correlated with something else, something even scarier. Down syndrome, which at the time sounded like death sentence. While we waited for the genetic testing results, I hoped and I prayed that the doctors were wrong. Genetic testing confirmed what the doctors speculated. Our child indeed had Down syndrome. But what we also learned was that our child, this baby with a heart defect and Down syndrome, was most importantly a girl. The weeks before she was born were very stormy. Every possible emotion surged. I did not want to grow into this new reality. Then one night, I woke up sobbing with an undeniable urge to look up baby names. So I did. Through my tears, what I found is that Rachel Ann means innocent lamb full of grace. Suddenly, a sense of peace overcame me. This innocent lamb needed me. This innocent lamb needed me to grow. She needed me to love her, accept her, care for her, and nurture her unconditionally. So I made a choice. I began to grow. I began to learn. I began to accept. Because she needed me to. One other thing, that heartbeat we heard that fateful Friday, it didn't have anything to do with her heart defect. The pediatric cardiologist called it a red herring. I call it a gift. That gift of time gave me time to gather courage, strength, and determination. That Friday, our journey took an unexpected turn. But what we didn't know then was that it was a turn for the better. Now, 10 years later, Rachel Ann is a healthy, happy, beautiful girl. She's exactly who she's meant to be, and I am meant to be her mom.